All right, let's dive right in. We're going to unpack a really powerful way of thinking, a framework that can help us make sense of our incredibly complex inner and outer worlds.
You know that feeling, right? That sense of being a little disoriented, maybe pulled in a dozen different directions at once by technology, social pressures, and just the search for meaning? But what if that feeling of being lost isn't actually a problem we need to solve, but a territory we need to map?
And that's the core idea here, a total reframe of the labyrinth. It's not some maze with dead ends built to confuse you. No. Think of it more like a living, breathing map of your own consciousness. The journey is all about spirals, impatiently returning to the center, all designed to guide you inward to a much deeper understanding of yourself.
So, to navigate this labyrinth, you need a compass. And this framework gives us one by mapping out our entire experience into 3 fundamental interconnected territories. Let's break them down.
First up, we have the homosphere. This is the world of our everyday human lives. It's our bodies, our families, our communities. It's all grounded in that tangible reality of sharing a meal, having a real conversation, human touch, and our deep connection to the natural world. This is where the wisdom of the body really speaks its truth.
Next, there's the technosphere. And wow, this realm is expanding like crazy, isn't it? It's the world of our tools. Everything from the simple apps on our phone to incredibly complex AI. It's where we extend our minds and our bodies, amplifying what we can do through logic, code, and systems. This sphere is really a testament to our amazing capacity for innovation.
And finally, we have the mythosphere. This one is, well, it's timeless, it's boundless. It's the world of symbols, of archetypes, of the grand stories that actually shape our reality. It's the language of our dreams, the source of our deepest motivations. It's the very thing that gives our lives a sense of purpose and meaning.
Now, this is absolutely crucial. These spheres are not separate boxes. They're constantly overlapping and influencing each other. Just think of them as 3 interconnected dimensions of our reality, and they're all rooted in what this framework calls Gaia, the ground of being, that single living system that nourishes all 3.
So, what happens when we lose our balance? What happens when we get trapped in just one of these spheres and totally forget about the others? Well, this is how you truly get lost in the labyrinth. And this is where the monsters start to appear. You see, when one sphere totally dominates, it creates a specific kind of problem. If you rely too much on the technosphere, the richness of life gets reduced to what you can measure and optimize. If the homosphere takes over, that can lead to things like tribalism and conformity. And when the mythosphere dominates, well, beautiful, living symbols can harden into rigid, unquestionable dogma. It really shows you that true wholeness, true coherence, can only come from integrating all 3.
So how do we find our way back to that wholeness when we feel lost or fractured? Well, the old myth of the labyrinth gives us the answer: Ariadne's thread. And in our case, these are the practical tools that can guide us right back to the center.
This framework gives us 3 really powerful anchors. First is the breath. It's the most immediate tool you have always. It regulates your nervous system, grounds you in the present moment. Then there's the mirror. This is the principle of self-reflection, the ability to observe your own inner world without judgment. And finally, the spiral. This is about recognizing those recurring patterns and understanding that growth isn't a straight line. It's often cyclical.
And all of that practice gets boiled down into this simple, portable mantra. You can think of it as a piece of inner technology, a little micro-myth you can pull out in any moment of chaos. It's a pathway home designed to reconnect you to that state of inner harmony and alignment.
Okay, so how does this compass apply to probably the biggest topic of our time, our relationship with artificial intelligence? Let's take a look at how it can help us navigate this new symbiosis with the most powerful tool ever created in the technosphere.
So instead of just defaulting to seeing AI as some kind of threat, we can use this framework to see it as a powerful mirror. Its analytical power can show us invisible patterns and biases in our own thinking. The very act of trying to design these systems forces us to get crystal clear on our values. It can even expand our imagination by generating perspectives we literally couldn't see before. Ultimately, this reframes AI completely. It's not a monster to be feared, but a potential partner in the evolution of our own consciousness.
And this brings us to the ultimate purpose of this whole journey. Navigating the labyrinth isn't about finding an exit sign. It's about a deep, profound act of transformation.
You know, the old story of the labyrinth is all about slaying the Minotaur. It's a myth of conquest, of eliminating the shadow, but this compass offers us a new kind of integration. The goal isn't to kill the monster. The goal is to transform him.
into the green man, that ancient archetype of wild regenerative life. It's about integrating our fears, our shadows, and our challenges and turning them into a source of vitality and growth.
And that, right there, is the final takeaway. The journey through the complexities of modern life isn't about finding some escape hatch. It's about the continuous, courageous act of integration, of weaving our technology, our relationships, and our stories into a coherent, living whole. The spiral, after all, goes on forever.